here with another Thursday tech tip for you, and this week I'm going to be talking about chatbots. And I've chosen the app SchoolAI to talk about chatbots with you. So this is the app that I've chosen, and maybe in the future I can go in a little bit more detail. I did explore a couple of different apps, but this one I think is the most transparent about what's going on, because I kind of have weird feelings about setting an AI loose and just letting them talk to my kids. But I know that the students are using AI anyway, and this way I can give them a directed space that I can monitor, right? I can say, hey, go to this app if you have problems on a quiz and ask it questions, and it'll help you, okay? So when you go into the app, this is what it looks like on the teacher side. You can launch a space and you can explore spaces, right? People have made spaces, and they also have easy, quick spaces by subject. So I'm going to go to one of the quick spaces by subject, because this is where I would encourage anyone to start. And I just clicked on the English one, although all the questions I've asked have been about literature, but I clicked on the English one. And I set up a tutor for English. So the way that looks is you click here and it launches a space, and you can just click launch from here and get a launch. You can also put in a description of your audience and any specific instructions you have, okay? And then you can click launch. Now the thing that I like about this is you could do this and just have a general tutor say to kids, hey, if you get stuck on a quiz and I'm busy, you can go to this AI and ask it questions. And why would we want it to go to this AI and answer questions, right? So I copy that link, I give it to my students. And now I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here's one that I've already opened, okay? And I can invite more students again, and I can get the link again, okay? So this is a different space every time I open it and add a new space. But what I would do is create one space that I would keep using maybe throughout the day. I don't know. I haven't experimented enough to know how long I would use one space. The nice thing is it gives you a breakdown of what the students are talking about. And if there are any things where they're like, hey, this student doesn't get this, right? It's telling me. And I have two students in here, Amy and Fred. So let me show you what it looks like from the student end first, because I think that's important for us to understand as teachers. What is this doing for our students? Okay, so I have Amy and Fred both doing Macbeth, but you know how our school is. We're not always going over the same things at the same time, right? So I am studying poetry. Oh, and look, I misspelled studying. And look, it corrected it. So what devices or poetries or themes do you not understand? Let's dive in together. What about Dover Beach? So that's one of the poems in English 10, so I can ask that question, right? What are the specific aspects? See, I feel like a kid would get really frustrated here. Let's explore the themes. So what is Dover Beach about? And this is a skill you're going to have to teach your students. How do you ask questions to get the answers that you want, right? So there, they tell us who the author is, explores the theme of love and lost, the nature. This is exactly what I would say. I mean, I don't know that I would be that eloquent, but I would say is the theme of Dover Beach. This seems like a sad poem, which might not be what our students would say, right? They might say, this is stupid. And the AI does respond to these things. So why are you feeling frustrated, right? I understand. The nice thing that I like about this is we have this mission control thing here. And I'm going to refresh so that we see Doug as well. And this will give you what everyone is doing and chatting about in the spaces and let you know how they're doing when it loads. And the kind of nice thing about this is we have, so it's telling me what the most recent response was, right? And it's telling me that Doug is expressing frustration, right? Fred is just getting started. Amy is engaging with Macbeth. I have no idea why it said student there. It lost that it was Amy. And it sort of gives me a summary of each thing so that I can see what they're talking to the chatbot about. Now, certainly, if I was able to get around to every student, I would have these one-on-one conversations. But this is a nice way for you to monitor where the students are at and give them support when you can't be there. Anyway, I hope you will try out one of these bots this week. And if you play around and you use some, let me know how it goes. And next week, I will talk about making a custom bot. Have a great week.